Number 4, dominion realm of Adam at creation was access to supernatural insight and revelation. It's a dominion realm. It is dominating the knowledge realm. Access. All right, call it the realm of supernatural revelation and insight. That's right. What am I referring to? Genesis chapter 2 and in verse 19. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever name Adam called every living creature, that became the name. Talk to me. Whatever name Adam called every living creature, that became the name from that day. What was it? It was the name before that day. It was an examination. God had made a prophetic deposit. He had made a deposit of all of his omniscience. Is omniscient God. He had made a deposit in man, and he wanted to confirm. That was why the Bible said, see the examination. Put it on the screen again. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see. Let's see what Adam will say. To see. To see is a test. Let's examine him. Let's see. And God saw that the name he already named them was the name Adam called. So we are on the same page. Which one is this? Lion. He said that is the name. Move to the next one. What of this one? Zebra. It has line. That is the name. Which one is this? Elephant. Since it is big, say that was the name. That did not become. I want you to come to a point where this knowledge will begin to explode. You don't need to be a pastor or a prophet. Your daily life, to escape the traps of hell and the traps of darkness. Am I communicating? He went further. When he came to Eve, the knowledge increased. Verse 23 of the same Genesis chapter 2. Now start from verse 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, made he a woman, and he brought her unto the man. In this case, God did not say, what name will you call her? He just brought, the man had been sleeping, anesthesia, Holy Ghostesia. And he just woke up. They brought the woman. And Adam said, this now is bone of my bone. He began to tell the raw material of our creation. I am not just going to call this one's name. I'm going to tell you where she came from. There was no way Adam will know that God took a bone from him. He was asleep. It was omniscience in display. It was supernatural eyesight. It was supernatural insight. It was supernatural deep sight. It's dominion realm. Dominion realm. What is called the prophetic is our normal realm when we get to heaven. But we have to have a foretaste of it from here. Is God speaking to anyone here at all? A couple of times, some of us have stepped in and out. You see the day I mentioned about the aircraft that was going to crash and that God will avert it and so on. The bird strike. It was as if a tap was opened from heaven. It was, if we had continued till morning, there would have been light till morning of diversities of releases with accuracy. accuracy and precision. I had wished that it would flow every day like that. The man that was blind, I had wished that it would flow. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm trusting the Lord for is to take us to a realm where you just stepped in and remain there. One young man, good young man, minister. I had seen him and I have seen who he will marry. And the Lord showed them to me separately. So I knew this man should marry this woman. You know, but there is a way in which you cannot tell someone, see this person, this is the person to marry. So I was just watching. So he came one day and he said, I have found who to marry. I said, who is he? Go and bring her. And he brought her. I said, okay. I would have told you that this is the person if you have brought another person. Knew before. One of my children wanted to talk to me. I said, hold on. I began to talk to her and then speak many things and began to pray. Began to cry. Said, how are you telling me what I wanted to tell you? You are truly not just my physical father. You are my pastor, my prophet. You are telling me what I wanted to tell you. And then praying it for me as a prayer point. Stepping into realms of depth of light. Stepping into realms. You remember the testimony of Brother Lasbon? See, this is how it happened. The Lord is telling someone here that they killed your brother. And it has pained you so much you want to revenge. God said vengeance, you should leave the vengeance for him. He's going to handle it. Unknown to me, this young man had already prepared. He's a soldier man. He had already prepared and he has gotten from intelligence the source of where this thing happened. He had prepared to go and waste people en masse. So I left the altar and started to walk through the crowd. Went all the way to the 5th row, 5 rows from the back, and entered into the row. And then went and laid a hand on his shoulder. Said, God said you should leave it for him. He began to cry. He broke down. Cried and wept. What is this? So I can't even think, I can't plan. He cried and cried and cried and then went out in the night when he traveled and did a prophetic action, shed tears. Said, Lord, your servant has said, you have said through your servant that this you will handle. I leave it to you. Less than a week, the whole people were rounded off and cleared. And that evil that brought that death was cleaned from the land. You know what that man described? I wish it was every single day. But if it is every day, it will be frightening. Because if people see you coming, they'll be running. They'll be running. They'll be running because you are going to say, where is your wife? Why are you looking for her trouble? You say, what are you saying, sir? I think God deliberately put some of this on hold for a while. And also to confirm that we are men, not God. But I'm trusting the Lord that these dominion dimensions will begin to escalate in our lives. Especially when of necessity, we must get to know certain things that will save our lives or save the lives of our loved ones or deliver us from losses of necessity to step into dimensions.